The Norse saw death not as an ending, but as the beginning of a journey into realms as beautiful as they were terrifying. To them, the afterlife held mysteries that both beckoned and haunted, a landscape where honor and fear, glory and shadows existed side by side. When life's final breath is drawn, the soul steps beyond the veil into worlds unknown. Some would find themselves in the solemn depths of Helheim, a realm of shadows and whispers where not all souls rest quietly. Here, the dead walk among ancient spirits, and the monstrous hound Garma stands eternal watch. And for the restless Draugr, death is not the end, but a twisted mirror of life, where revenge and rage echo in the darkness. Others, touched by valor, are swept up by Valkyries, carried to the golden halls of Valhalla, a place of feasts and battles, where honor is bound to destiny. Yet even here, in the glory of endless celebration, there lies a shadow. For the warriors of Valhalla are bound to the final battle of Ragnarök, a fate none can escape. So what awaits the soul at the end of life's path? Is it peace or peril, glory or solitude? The Norse believed that each path leads to a place of both beauty and dread. Join us as we journey into the Norse afterlife, a world where light and darkness entwine, and the soul faces its fate among gods and monsters alike. For the Norse, every life was a thread in a vast tapestry called Weird, the web of fate. To live was to walk a path shaped by forces beyond mortal control, a path that stretched beyond death itself. Fate was not just a belief, it was a presence, woven into each breath, each choice, each heartbeat. But fate wasn't a gentle guide. It was unyielding, calling the Norse to face life with courage and accept that one day they would step into realms ruled by gods and guarded by monsters. Some would meet the fearsome gaze of a Valkyrie on the battlefield, chosen to enter the halls of Valhalla, a place of glory and eternal struggle. Others, not claimed by battle, would be drawn into the shadowed mists of Helheim, a land far colder than life, where both beauty and terror lay in wait. What if every action, every decision, was woven into the fate that awaited you? The Norse believed in facing life and death, with both honor and resolve, embracing the unknown without question. Would you follow fate's call, wherever it may lead? For in the Norse world, to live with courage was to accept that the journey did not end at death, but only began anew in the lands beyond. Helheim, a realm where silence reigns and shadows stretch endlessly under a cold grey sky. For those not claimed in battle, the journey beyond life leads here to the depths of Helheim, where Hel, queen of the dead, rules over the forgotten. Her gaze is watchful, her form a haunting blend of life and death, one side fair, the other decayed. Hel herself embodies the mysteries of this realm. Part beauty, part terror. But Helheim is no peaceful resting place. In the misted darkness lie the Draugr, restless souls who defy death, cursed to wander with unnatural strength, driven by rage and vengeance. They guard their graves and treasures, lingering as twisted echoes of their former selves. And there is Garma, the monstrous hound who stands guard over Hel's gates, a beast as fierce as he is eternal. In Helheim, the dead are surrounded by silence and shadows, watched over by Hel herself. Here, the living are forgotten, and the soul faces an eternity of solitude or terror. Would you find peace here, or would the quiet haunt you? For those who journey to Helheim, the afterlife is a land of mysteries both beautiful and terrible, where stillness carries the weight of ancient, unspeakable secrets. They appear like specters on the battlefield, moving through the smoke and shadow with silent, unearthly grace. The Valkyries, both beautiful and terrifying, are the choosers of the slain, powerful spirits who decide which souls are worthy of Valhalla's glory. They are not mortal, they are legends, with eyes that see beyond life, beyond death, to the very heart of a warrior's soul. For those they choose, death is only the beginning. To meet the gaze of a Valkyrie is to feel both fear and honor, for only the bravest are lifted from the blood-stained earth and carried to Valhalla. But the Valkyries are more than guides. They are judges, silently weighing each soul against the ancient standards of courage and honor. In their hands, a warrior's fate is sealed, and for those left behind, the sight of a Valkyrie brings a chilling reminder that the afterlife is not given, it is earned. Would you face their judgment? Would you follow them to Valhalla, knowing it is a path of both honor and eternal struggle? In the Norse afterlife, the Valkyries are as much a promise as they are a warning, a glimpse of the beauty and dread that await beyond the battlefield. Valhalla, the Hall of the Slain, a place of glory unmatched, where only the bravest warriors are called. To those who enter, Valhalla is paradise, a grand hall where the honored dead gather, feasting, fighting, and reliving the thrill of battle each day. Here, wounds heal with the setting sun, and every night begins with the same cheer and courage that defined their lives. But Valhalla's glory is tinged with shadows, for each warrior knows that their time here is a preparation, a waiting for Ragnarök, the final battle where all will march into fate's hands. Every feast is a farewell, every clash of shields a reminder of the destiny that binds them. In Valhalla, honor shines as bright as the sun, yet beneath it lies the weight of inevitable sacrifice. The warriors of Valhalla are bound not just to eternal battle, but to a final fight from which none will return. It is a hall of triumph, and yet a place where courage must stand against the certainty of an end. Would you revel in Valhalla's halls, knowing what lies beyond? Would you raise a cup to fate, or would the knowledge of Ragnarök cast a shadow on your joy? For in Valhalla, the Norse found both beauty and terror, a place where honor lives eternal, and where warriors stand ready to face the final dawn. Ragnarök, the end of all things, a prophecy spoken in whispers, a fate as inescapable as death itself. For the Norse, this was not just a story, but an inevitable conclusion, a moment where all realms, both mortal and divine, would be drawn into a final, cataclysmic battle. In the shadow of Ragnarök, even the gods must face their fate. Valhalla's warriors, chosen for their courage, will march one last time, leaving behind the glory of their hall to confront the ultimate enemy. Fire will consume the land, frost will crack the earth, giants will rise, and monsters will roam free, each a force of destruction, bound to play its role in the world's unraveling. But to the Norse, Ragnarök was more than an end. It was also a beginning. From the ashes, a new world would emerge, a world reborn through the cycle of death and renewal, where life would start again. Ragnarök is both beautiful and terrifying, a final blaze of courage and chaos where gods and men alike meet their destiny. Would you stand ready, knowing all would be swept away? Would you face such an end, driven not by the hope of survival, but by the honor of fulfilling fate's last demand? For the Norse, Ragnarök was both a nightmare and a promise, a reminder that in every ending lies the seed of something new. For the Norse, life and death were woven together, each feeding the other in a cycle of fate that stretched beyond mortal understanding. Helheim, Valhalla, and Ragnarök, the paths after death are as complex and bound by fate as the lives that led to them. In Helheim, the dead find rest but not always peace, surrounded by shadows and ancient spirits in a realm both somber and haunting. In Valhalla, the honored warriors feast and prepare for a final fateful battle, a glorious life beyond death, but one that carries the weight of destiny. And then there is Ragnarök, the end of all things and the beginning of something new, a promise that even gods must honor. For the Norse, these realms were more than destinations. They were reflections of life's journey, each path shaped by courage, choices, and the quiet acceptance of fate's unyielding pull. Would you seek Helheim's solitude or the honor of Valhalla's endless feast? And when the end comes, would you stand ready to face it, knowing that every soul, even the bravest, must someday meet its fate? In the Norse world, beauty and dread were never far apart. To accept life was to embrace death, and to walk forward with honor was to find peace in whatever path fate had chosen. Fate, honor, mystery. The Norse believed that life was only the beginning of a journey that continued beyond the veil of death. Each path, Helheim, Valhalla, and even Ragnarök, offered its own kind of destiny, shaped by courage, choices, and the unbreakable thread of fate. If you could choose, which path would call to you? Would you seek the quiet solitude of Helheim, the endless honor of Valhalla, or the courage to face Ragnarok's final reckoning? Let us know in the comments where you think your journey would lead. And if you're as captivated by the mysteries of the Norse as we are, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to explore the stories that lie beyond life and time. Who knows what other realms await?